Alright. So today I want to introduce a new vocabulary word. Here it is. What is this?
Onion?
No.
A seed.
Onion. A seed, right? So you're going to hear me say the word seed. What that means is a story idea. Right? Right, so a small moment story idea, I'm going to call it a seed, okay? So, James, what's a seed?
A story idea.
A story idea. So today we're going to go hunting for seeds. Okay?
Hunting for story ideas.
Yes. So, one way that authors hunt for seeds is by making a list. So if I'm the author and I'm hunting for seeds, I'm going to start with people. And I'm going to make a list of people that are important to me. Okay, so I can write like Mom, Dad, Joanne is my sister. I can think about when I was young, my buddies, Nick and George. Okay, they live near me. I'm going to tell you a story about them in a little bit. But I could go through a list of people that are important to me and meaningful. And as I think about those people, I'm going to think about something I learned, a moment I learned from them, or something fun we did together, some kind of memorable experience. And when I get that, as soon as I get that idea, as soon as I discover that seed, like maybe I find the seed right here. Me and my sister, we were doing this. We were in the field and we came across a snake. Right, something like that. When I find that seed, I immediately start writing. Okay? So I got up here, I think of a person who matters to you. List small moments, choose one, and write the whole story. Right, so it could be your neighbor. Right, things you've done together. Then when you discover that seed, that story idea, you think would be fun to tell, you start writing it. Okay, another one. Another way, and this example you see up here is from a famous professional author named Jack Gantos. We have several of his books in the library. He suggests making a neighborhood map and then going through that neighborhood map to discover and find seeds. So I'm going to try that for you. I'm going to draw you a little map of my neighborhood when I was a kid. What's so funny? Me? The map? So I'm going to draw you a map of my neighborhood when I was a kid, and I'll show you what I'm thinking as I search for and discover seeds. Okay? So here we go. This is kind of the neighborhood. So these are houses here. These are houses. And right through here, this is they're like alleys. Do you know what an alley is? Yeah. What's an alley? What's an alley? How do you say alley in Korean? Right. We've added it to the magic mirror of words already. Isn't that magical? See that? You didn't know, but when I snapped my fingers earlier, it appeared. I did. We can watch the video. I'll prove it to you.
Oh, you see that posted on YouTube? You're gonna.
So anyway, This is what my neighborhood looks like. This is Spring Street. I lived over here on Jefferson Avenue. This is called Mansion Street. Okay, so these are big streets here. This is Mansion. My best buddies, Nick and George, lived over here. My house was like right here. All right, so I don't have to be an artist, right? And I'm only using this map to kind of jog my memory to discover these seeds, right? So as I go through, I'm going to go back in time 50 years to when I was 10. And
you're 60?
yeah.
And
And I'm going to think about what's on this street, Spring Street. I think, right here, that there used to be a market here. Used to go there all the time, and I remember having to carry a gallon of milk back home. And I used to think a gallon of milk was so heavy. Right, a gallon of milk is like almost 4 liters. Right, a little more than, or a little less, I think, than 4 liters. But that gallon of milk, right, I used to have to carry it all the way over here. And it was so heavy. So right here, this might be a seed, right? That might be a story idea. Okay, then over here in the back of Nick and George's yard, we had a basketball court and a tree house. A tree house. Right, so it was like a fort. Right, so much fun. So right here, stuff happened there. Yeah, there are lots of stories. The one day I climbed up the basketball court to get on top of a garage, and the screw, one of the screws sticking out of the basketball hoop, cut me right here, and I still have a big scar from there. Right, remember that. So I'm looking at my map and I'm marking seeds. Right, when I find seeds, I'm going to mark them. Okay, but right here, something real special happened. And this is the story I'm going to write. Okay, so I find a story that I like. I'm going to start writing immediately. But I'm going to share the story with you because it's a lot of fun. Now, do you guys know what a slingshot is?
Yeah.
Right? Like in Angry Birds.
Yeah.
The Angry Birds are shot with a slingshot.
He's not your favorite.
There is.
Maybe there's a communication delay, a little bit of lag.
Oh, yeah.
So,
At least a Wi-Fi.
there were 3 of us. Me, my buddy Nick, who was a year older, and George, who was a year younger. And we had the slingshot. Right? And we were behind my house, shooting the slingshot over the house into the field across the street. Right? Me and Nick kept doing it. And George was a year younger. He was like, I want to try too. Right? So he pulls back, right? Arm shaking. Let's go. Boom!
Smash the window.
Right through my sister's bedroom window. Right?
Expensive.
And George, before we could turn and say, what are you doing? He was gone. Out of sight. He flew down the alley like this. I've never seen anybody run that fast in my life.
Mr. Raymond,
Huh?
you said they were in your backyard and there's an alley?
No, there's an alleyway, like there's a backyard here, my backyard. But he shot here, the window crashed, the window broke, and he was just going, like a cartoon when, you know, the Roadrunner, when he takes off? Just like that. So, by using the map to jog my memory, okay, I discover seeds. And when I find a story I think that'll be fun to tell, I start writing. That's your job today. So, right now, right here, mini lesson's over, by the way, and we've got, what do we got? We got 3 minutes left. See
You
that?
should have done the bet.
You should.
Should have done the bet, yeah, I know. What I want you to do now is make a list or draw a map. Your goal is to discover a seed worth writing about. When you find it, you're going to get up from your desk, from the floor or the couch. You're going to go back to your desk, and you're going to write. Okay, write the whole story as much as you can. Okay, so right now you're going to pick up a pen. You're going to make a list or draw a map. When you discover that seed, you're going to move. Okay? So go ahead, let's see. Get started. It's up to you. Make a list. Draw a map. You shouldn't move yet, guys. You move when you discover a seed. You use these tools to discover the seeds. Tomorrow and Monday, we'll learn other ways, other strategies to discover seeds, to jog our memories, to identify stories that are worth telling. So right now, you're going to use one of these until you find that story. So draw the map. Make a list. Pens should be moving. Pens, pencils, they should be moving. Draw that map. Make that list. When you discover the seed, go back to your seat to write. So if you're drawing your map or you're making that list and you start laughing to yourself, maybe you've discovered a seed right there. Because if that story makes you laugh, it'll probably make someone else laugh too. Right? So if that's you, go back to your seat and start writing.